Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that CO that thinks he's invincible and Teflon Don, smash that subscribe button. Go and have him smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to all the patrons. I love you. You're the heartbeat of this channel. That list of patrons keeps growing and growing. Stay tuned for your well-deserved shout out at the end. If you have not already signed up, make sure you hit that link in the description below. Trust me, you're definitely missing out. This episode right here, fucking neighbors are gonna hate me, man. Tensiones la tira, sí. Oh, looking through the vent right there. I have a vent. Anyways, the last couple episodes have been on staff assaults, attempted murders on peace officers, how to get these little kids. Hector, we're not little kids. We're 21. Okay, how to get these youngsters primed, prepped, and ready to defend themselves against hardened inmates in the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Picking and choosing your battles, okay? Picking and choosing your battles. That means something different now in 2024 than it did when I first started the department in 2006. Reason being is because everything has changed. And I think it's important for you guys to know how things were and how things are now, right? Because you might have those old school OG cops trying to, well, now they're all hiding out. Trust me, they're all hiding out, letting the youngsters fend for themselves. Which isn't cool either, but I totally get it. I totally understand. I mean, I fucking resigned, right? I couldn't take it no more. Yesterday, I shared the story about how I almost got my ass kicked by two Armenians over a Band-Aid. Over a freaking Band-Aid, man. And somebody in the comment section wrote, like, you know, it wasn't over the Band-Aid. It was over, like, you were not going to allow that disrespect. You were not going to allow that. That inmate was seeing what you were going to do. Yeah, I could see that. But again, that was 2008. That's when prison actually meant something. Prison was prison. In 2024, you want my honest opinion? I ain't fucking fighting anybody over a Band-Aid. I'm not even going to mention it. If I hear an inmate pop off at the mouth at the nurse, oh well. Why? Because this is where we're at. This is where we're at in 2024. It's sad. It's sad, right? Your priority should be your safety and your career. In that order. Two things. When you're a young CO and you walk into those prison gates, man, you should think, how am I going to make it home alive today, and how am I not going to get fired, right? And don't be a buddy fucker. And also, how am I not going to get my partners fired as a result of my fucking actions, right? So, again, your safety comes before you getting fired, right? So if you're getting assaulted, you better use force and defend yourself. If you're getting assaulted, you better use force and defend yourself, right? Picking and choosing your battles. Alpha Yard, Sentinella State Prison, 2009-ish. Man, there was always kites that they were going to assault staff, and they were assaulting staff, don't get me wrong, the Sureños. There was even a kite where they put a hit out on an ISU officer, and they had the whole thing staged that they were going to start it off with a one-on-one fight by the fucking side gate, because ISU office is right there by Central Control. They were going to wait till that specific ISU member responded, and they were going to assault him, right? Stab him. They were going to stab him. That never did transpire. They did find the kite. They foiled that plot. But I remember telling a friend one time, yeah, man, I told him, like, at work, like, the Mexicans, you know, the Southern Hispanics, they have a rule. Well, they have certain rules. But one is if you find a weapon on them, they have to use it on you per their rules. That's number one. Number two, if you get into a fight with a Sureño, all of them are going to jump you. That's also a known fact. And I remember my friend, he's a white boy. He's like, damn, bro, so what do you do? Like, not look for weapons? And I laughed. I'm like, no, bro. Like, why would I do that? Why would I not search for weapons? You just get ready for the ride. Okay? Picking and choosing your battles. Picking and choosing your battles. It's like, man, 2024, you're fucked. You're fucked. Right? But I can tell you this. If I'm going to give you some advice, I'm going to tell you how I operated right before I left, right? Where you could feel at peace smashing a motherfucker. The heck, you smashed some fools? Oh my God, I'm just waking up. Did I say that? This is what you should go to work to do, man. Don't bother nobody. Don't look at nothing. You need to protect yourself and your career, right? The captains are going to burn you regardless. This is a fucking tough one, man. This is a fucking tough one because you have to go all in or nothing, and then you're going to get fired. That's the problem. With the body worn cameras, it's really fucked. Heck, goddamn, don't tell us we're fucked. Oh, you guys are fucked, man. Look it, pick and choose your battles. I personally wouldn't fucking. I'm gonna give you one more scenario because I feel like I gotta give you these scenarios to let you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I was a lieutenant on Delta Yard, Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility. At the time, level 3 SNY. The best yard. By far the best yard at Donovan. By leaps and bounds. The inmates were cool as fuck. They were convicts. They knew what time it was. They would police up their own. Any motherfucker tried to come crazy from Charlie Yard, they would put them in their place immediately. The COs, spectacular. Holy shit. Bunch of OGs, and when the youngsters would come, those OGs would scoop them under their wing like they should. And oh, your boy was living life, man. Your boy was drinking coffee in the watch office, bullshitting. Ask anybody. It was chow time. There was a black inmate. And I remember this. I was there. I, I was walking. I was walking. Man, this shit happened in front of me on accident. I was walking to the chow hall from the program office, the sergeant's office, the lieutenant's office, to the chow hall, and I was halfway in between. And I look and I see a fucking code go down. I see an inmate get dumped by a CO. Code one, fucking in front of Delta Corner. I'm like, oh, fuck. Right? Fuck, I didn't want to see this shit. I didn't anticipate that, right? I definitely didn't want to see it. So what had happened was that CO, solid ass fucking CO, good ass fucking CO, good dude, man. He told the inmate, "Hey, tuck in your shirt, dude." Right? Every inmate has to have their shirt tucked in and their ID out. And the dude, the CO, was cool as fuck. Very, very respectful, man. Very respectful. Not crazy, not wild, just a fucking great dude, right? Hey, man, tuck in your shirt. The fucking inmate replies, "Fuck you, make me." Oh, shit. This is the point in time where I'm walking, right? I don't know any of this is going on because they're fucking far away. And the CO says, "Hey, man, come here. Come here, man. Let me pat you down." Right? You got to be drunk. You got to be high as fuck talking to me like that. He didn't say that, but that's probably what he was thinking, right? "Come here, man. You're under the influence of something. Ain't no sane, sober motherfucker going to be talking out their neck for no reason." Right? Well, he said, "Fuck you, bitch, make me." And then he approached the CO. Well, how they do, man. Clench fist. Read every report, man. They go like this. Well, that CO picked his fucking ass up and dropped him on his head, on his face. Just bah, fucking put him in handcuffs. And then that's when I seen the yard go down. And I'm like, fuck. God damn, son of a bitch. So I walk over there. The inmate's already in handcuffs. I don't know if he was popping off at the mouth. The inmate was wild, like EOP crazy. Unofficial EOP. You guys know what an unofficial EOP is? Like, motherfucker should be EOP, but he's not. And I had a rapport with that inmate, too. I had a rapport with him. And I'm like, "Hey, dude, relax, man. Everything's going to be cool, man. Fuck, everything already just transpired. We'll talk about this shit later." Cool. All right. All right, LT. Tell the COA what happened, man. This, and this. I'm like, damn. Well, and I've told this story before. I had a bitch ass fucking captain, the buffoon Cortez, bitch ass acting captain, Despensa en la tira. Acting captain. He's one of them. He's the one that I let borrow my fucking captain bars that I had a pair in my closet. And he turned around and wrote me up with them. That fucking idiot. So at the time, you had Pollard and Buckle as the warden and the chief. And of course, they chew fucking the puppet Cortez out, the buffoon. They tell him, like, we don't want to see officers using force over a blue t-shirt, over a tucked-in blue t-shirt. This fucking idiot. I was a lieutenant. He was my acting captain, one rank above. For those of you guys that don't know what acting is, they're not in that position. They're just acting. They're just filling a role temporarily. You will come back. And oh, he did. Oh, he did. And he holds a staff meeting, a town hall in the chapel. And we're all there, right? I have a good rapport. I had a good rapport with the inmates on the yard. I had a good rapport with the staff. Everything's honky-dory. And the first words out of that acting captain's mouth were, we don't want you guys using force. And I said, whoa, oh, hold on, right? A lot of you guys say, hey, Hector, like, when should we put our foot down? When should we speak up? When should we intervene in our line of work? I intervened then. You had a bunch of fucking COs sitting around, and you had an acting captain telling the staff not to use force. I said, hey, hold up, man. You can't say that. There's a policy for that. There's a fucking policy for that. Straight up. And I checked him, and he saw that I checked him. He didn't like it. And he goes, oh, well, you know, the higher-ups in the front. I said, I don't give a fuck about the higher-ups in the front. Well, they don't want to see you guys using force over a untucked blue T-shirt. I said, it wasn't about the he didn't use force. I said, that CO didn't use force over the blue T-shirt. He used force when that inmate presented an imminent threat and advanced towards him with clenched fucking fist and almost assaulted him. Oh, and I'm saying this so the cops know what the fuck use of force is, right? And report writing. It was not over a blue fucking T-shirt. I said, and furthermore, if that CO would have let that, oh, this is what fucking that idiot acting captain said. Well, you know, just let him go and write him a RVR, a 115. And I'm like, nah, man. Nah, no. Fuck no, right? And the staff is hearing this conversation. Not much of a conversation. I'm telling them how it is. I said, you know what would happen if that CO told the inmate, tuck in your blue shirt, and that inmate looked at him and said, fuck you, bitch, make me. And he didn't do shit about it. He walked in. I said, the very next day, you'll have 200 inmates telling all COs to fuck off and eat a dick. Hector, you're right. You're right, Hector. You're right. Okay. So anyways, fuck that dude for saying that. You can use force. This is per the policy. Everything's policy. Nothing's Hector's policy. It doesn't work that way. It's the law, penal code. Look at the back of your ID. It says 830.5 or some shit like that. 832.5, 830.5. That's peace officer status, right? Whatever falls under that criteria is what you can use. Your use of force policy, what you can do and what you cannot do. I say that to say this. If you decide to enforce the rules, okay, you better be prepared to enforce them all the way. Don't be half-stepping, backtracking, mumbling, fumbling, jumbling. Don't do something. For instance, let's say that good CO would have dumped him on the dude's head, and then I said, what did you do that for, man? And he said, oh, because he didn't tuck in his shirt. I would have lost my mind, right? I would have said, what do you mean fucking because he didn't tuck in his shirt? You can't use force for an inmate that doesn't tuck in his shirt, right? But he was a good cop, and he explained what happened. He's like, no, the dude came at me. He fucking lost his mind, and I dumped him. Cool. So understand the policy, right? You're not using force because a person doesn't do something that you're telling them to do. That went away a long time ago. The gain compliance. Using force to gain compliance. And I saw that change. That went away a long time ago, right? You're using force to overcome resistance, effect custody, subdue an attacker, the whole fucking nine per policy. And that, how far do you want to risk your job? How far do you want the inmates to walk all over you? Honestly, me, so I told you guys earlier, like, I felt cool smashing these fools because I didn't bother nobody, right? I stayed away. Inmates were smoking straight up when those inmates were smoking weed on Bravo Yard and drinking the Pruno and taking selfies, that's where I drew the line. I wasn't fucking with them when they were drinking the Pruno. Everybody drinks in prison. I wasn't really fucking with them when they were smoking the weed. I'm like, now they're starting to do too much. Then they started taking pictures and posing on the yard with their cell phone. That's when I'm like, nah, fuck. This ain't Little Compton, my boys. This ain't Bompton. The fuck you think you're at, right? So it all depends, because you got to work there. You got to work there for the next fucking 300 years, 35 years, man. You better, I don't know what the fuck you took from that. Like, did Hector Bravo look the other way? I looked the other way a lot, man. I looked the other way a fucking lot. The only time I'd never looked away is during a staff assault. Okay? During a staff assault, your boy was there, present, primed, and ready, letting all that aggression out per policy and procedure. And documented. I documented everything. I documented all my use of force. Thank you very much. I'm not a fucking criminal. And the inmates even thanked me afterwards. Thanks, Sarge. Thank LT. I fucking forgot where I was there for a second. I don't even trip, man. It happens. You want an extra lunch, buddy? Yeah, good looking out. You're the best. No, you're the best. You see how you can do your work, do your job, interact, protect yourself, hold down the law, move, shoot, move, communicate, kill, ready, aim, squeeze, fire. Oh, I learned that in the military. Anyways, I don't know if you got anything. I don't know if you were confused of what I just said. It's confusing. It's fucked. It is fucked, man. Pick and choose your battles. Pick and choose your battles. Is what am I going to do? First of all, do I know why I'm doing it? Second of all, do I know how this motherfucker's going to end? You should play the tape through all the way before something happens. Here's another thing I used to say. I never got myself into something I didn't know how to get myself out of. All right? Before I engaged or interacted on anything, I already had a plan to get the fuck out of it, right? Whether I was going to write myself out of it, explain myself out of it, articulate. You motherfuckers just walking around just oblivious, waiting to get assaulted, waiting to get fired. What the fuck? You got to think. You got to be preemptive. With that, love you guys. Presumptive. This episode was sponsored by the following and growing list of patrons. 89 made me. CO's Gone Wild 69. Eddie 3609. You're a long way from Starbucks, homie. That's my favorite one right now. You young kids, pick and choose your battles. Did you guys understand what I was saying? Motherfuckers, you guys have access to me. I have an Instagram, Hector__Bravo. Stop being scared little fucking bitches. I don't bite. You're a long way from Starbucks, homie. El Batman Americano, Ali, Avenal SNY level 2. Remember I told you guys if you wanted help in corrections to DM me corrections. All you guys are getting fucking killed, slashed, all fucked up. Motherfuckers, keep that. Whatever that little ego is, keep doing that. Avenal SNY level 2. Ismael, Terry, you know it all, right? Puro Pinchi Party, Giselle, Tarvin, Carlos, Ramiro de Leon, The Hound, Miss R, Milkers, Tanners on My Feet, I Don't Give Two Chits, John Wick, Abuelita's Journey, Abuelita's Irma, La Primera, Play at Your Own Risk, 209, That Chanate Warrior, William, Rigoberto, Theo, 949 Desmadrosos, Minister Society, A-Rod, Chris, Leesniak, Nisi B, I don't know, I'm not the regular, A La Verga 209, Brian the Lone Specialist, Jesus, West, S. Shags, The Homie Turtle 13, Pachanga 209, Darlene from Santa Ana, F Your Mandates, VSP Yeti, Sabatino, Alberto, Salinas Valley State Prison Medical is licensed to call 911. Facts. Keep those coming. You know, when I was at Donovan, I used to tell the medical staff, what do we need you here for? What do we need you here for? All you do is fucking call 911. I can do that. And then I'll tell the warden, hey, you want to save a lot of money, sir? Hey, take out your medical. I'll call the 911. Boom, that's a wrap. You don't even need them. Cut out the middleman. Any reason I can't hold you? Fontaine, Dixon, McCrary, Kevin. Wow, the new girl got watch Sergeant S&E again? No. Wow, the new girl got watch S&E again? Oh, your guys' shit's on fucking point. You know people stick around for the Patreon names, right? You guys know, thank you for making that fun. Thank you for making me laugh, and you're making me reminisce on all the good old stuff. Wow, the new girl got watch S&E again. So for you guys that don't know, there's perverts, right? And the perverts are the watch sergeants and the ATM sergeants and lieutenants. Nah, Hector, don't say it like that. They're fucking perverts. They think that by giving these hot girls favorable spots that they're going to give up their pussy. Me dan asco. Why don't you do it the old school way? What's up, girl? Let me get those digits, bitch. Program time. Hey, I'm just medical. On to page number 2. Get fucked, take it home, carnalito. Treatment not time and force fit. My outdoor activity, GG, 11 Bravo, the legend himself, Don Chicharo. Shut the fuck up and make it wink. A la verga, 760. Miss Scorpio Rising, Miss Rod, Geo, G-Ride, Vote News come out. The prison psychologist, Forte 84, Zeus, Michigan Wolverines. I have an 8-hour chrono, put me out 6 South. AWOL like Monty, 1 bad yard pedal. Give me your digits, you bitch. Cherokee Cat, I gave you 5 chits and you gave me 2 back. I say it in that voice because anybody that's ever seen somebody get argumentative in the central control window, they get very argumentative. I gave you 2 chits and you gave me 2 back. Motherfucker, take a day off. Call in sick. Mental health day. Loco Moco, the Big Bad Wolf, Raider 62, L. Eli, Gerardo, Rigo, SD, Pelon 1205. Who's doing the pipe? Denise, the real McCoy, not the fake McCoy. JB Smooth, the Pogue in a 6-pack. So many overfamiliar weak-ass captains and lieutenants. Facts. Keith, Ricardo, Maladjusted, Ragtops 5.0, Carmine the Pitbull, Lori the homie, CJ Zavalza, EOP Whisper, Fuck Your 602, Las Vegas Slides Live. Go check them out. On to page number 3. I love you guys. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Squat, cough, and show me what you're made of. Lockdown 5, La Reina. Synchronized workouts and grouping on the yard. That's another thing. Pick and choose your battles, man. You know, I don't even care anymore. I don't care. If I see 100 sureños grouping on the yard, 100 norteños, 100 blacks, who gives a fuck? Go, everybody just start getting high. Fuck it. It's 2024, man. You know what? If you're a CO, I'm saying this right now. Let everybody get high on the yard. When the captain comes, say, what the fuck is going on? I say, fuck you, bitch. What are you doing out of here, fucker? Shouldn't you be sucking the warden's dick right now? Winston, Tony, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead with Love, Albert 12, half of CDCR COs are in the closet, Peter Gators, J.I., Claudia Esquiel, Big Bad 48, the homie Nova, Mrs. Linda, the retired CO, Marius, Robert, Chevelle 66. Hey, girl, pop me up so I can give you some OJT. Central Control, there was a cold one in my pants and the homie Rags. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. I love you. Happy Sunday. I will do Sunday Mass with Hector the Baptist later. You best believe that. Keep pushing forward.